Hi, so I'm jumping on to show you how to make the gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free banana bread. That's a free recipe on my website. And it's a bit different to all the other recipes I've been showing you. So I got a whole big bag of bananas today for like $3 or something crazy, and so I thought it was a great opportunity to show you some awesome recipes to use them up, because everyone always has bananas that they don't know what to do with. And this recipe is so awesome, especially if you have dietary requirements. I'll just flick this around to show you the recipe. So that's the recipe on my blog. The texture of it is just really awesome. And it's free, so you can jump on and create it. And even if you don't have a Thermomix, it's a really easy one that you can just whip up in any sort of high-speed blender. It would definitely work. And I'll give you some tips and hints how to change up the ingredients if you have any other allergy requirements, because it's a really flexible banana bread recipe. So this is the finished product and what it looks like. It turns out really beautiful, especially, recipes that are usually gluten-free and dairy-free sometimes don't turn out as beautiful, especially if they're baked. But I just want to cut up and show you the inside of it. I'm doing this is a bit hot. It's just come out of the oven, so you can see all the steam still. So you can see it's beautiful inside as well. It really looks like your actual banana bread, and it's not like I said, a lot of times when you're using gluten-free and other types of recipes, they don't turn out as nice, but this is such a beautiful recipe that's why I wanted to show you. And it's so quick and easy to make it, so you can definitely go and do it. So I'm just going to follow the recipe so I know what I'm doing myself. So I'm going to start off with some brown rice. Now you can use buckwheat flour or buckwheats, in general, or you could use white rice. You can use, if you can't have grains, just swap it for some almond meal, but just skip the blending of it because obviously it'll already be blended down. So heaps of alternatives if you can't have grains, and this is the gluten-free option, but just depending on what type of things that you can and can't have. And then I'm just going to mill this down. It's going to be super loud. It's just for about 30 seconds, so just bear with me for about 30 seconds, guys. Up to a minute depending on what type of grain you're using, but this is fine for about 30 seconds. It's super loud. If you're jumping on live with me, make sure you say hi in the comments so I know you're there. So I'm just using some cashews now. Again, you can swap it up for any type of nut that you prefer. So it's just really versatile recipe, and it usually always turns out. So I'm just going to mill that again just for 10 seconds, speed 9. Going tonight. So I've just milled up the cashews. I've added the rice flour, so I just milled it down to make rice flour, and I've added cashews. So we're making banana bread tonight if you're just jumping on. And now I'm going to add literally everything else and then just blend it up. That's how easy this recipe is. So that's the bananas. Then I had bananas, which was 300 grams. I've got an egg. Now I'm going to use some oil. So to keep it dairy-free, you just use any type of oil you prefer. So you could use olive oil, macadamia oil, avocado oil would work. Any of your nut oils will work. And if you're not dairy-free, you can even use ghee or butter or anything like that will work as well. So just weigh this one in. So that's 40 grams. I just really love this recipe because it's just so good for, we change what we can eat just because we do a special diet, and so it's so flexible that I can always change it up to make it suitable to our dietary requirements. And I know so many other people have these dietary requirements, so I thought it would be a good one to show you. So I'm just adding some honey in now in my beautiful jars that my parents give me. It's because it's raw honey straight from the farm. All right. And you can change the sweetener up as well. That would totally be fine. You may get just a different color or a different texture if you change it up, especially if you're using something like coconut sugar or rapadura or anything like that. That will change the color of the completed banana bread. And then I'm adding some coconut. So I like to use the desiccated coconut, but you can easily, if you don't have desiccated, shredded would work. Coconut flour, you would have to increase the amount of liquid you have in it, because it will suck up a lot more of your juice in your banana bread. So it would maybe be a bit more dry if you use coconut flour. So maybe just add a little bit more liquid. And then I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, some bicarb soda, and some baking powder. And that's all just going to go in as well. Super quick and easy. And then a little bit of vanilla. I haven't got any of my good vanilla left. I can see my mum was online. Mum, I need some more vanilla. She is. Hopefully she'll hear that. And then I'm just going to blend it for 15 seconds on speed 5. So easy, like this is it. I'm just going to scrape it down now. I'm just going to scrape down and then blend it again, and then you just cook it, and it turns out so beautiful. I'm just going to scrape it down, and then I'll just show you at the end. Oh, I'm so good at making a mess. But how easy has it been? You can't tell me that is not the easiest banana bread that's allergy friendly. And honestly, it tastes so good that even people who don't have any allergies and don't cook the way that I'm losing you guys. The internet connection's so bad in this corner. But it always turns out so good that even if you don't have allergies, it pleases everyone that I've always given it to. So let me show you this. So that's the finished mixture. And then I'm going to put it in a tin. I just sprayed a tin like this, but you could like butter it or put some baking paper down or whatever you prefer to do. And it just turns out so beautiful. So in case you missed it in the beginning, I just want to show you the finished product. So this was the banana bread, how beautiful it turns out. And I just show you the inside, how nice it turns. It's just so good. So like the perfect amount of moisture, tastes freaking awesome. And if you've tried it, make sure you leave a comment so other people know what you think of it as well. But thanks for jumping on, guys. That's what I wanted to show you today, and I hope it was helpful. Thanks so much. We'll chat to you soon. Bye.